I'd like to go back to a bigger theme as well, or in the book and in general, that is super interesting. And tell us a little bit about buying up a company in order to make it self-managed.
Yeah, so Karen went through a phase of being brought into companies back in the 90s as a sort of consultant, I suppose, to help transform teams from traditional to self-managing. And um, she had some really great success stories with a hotel and within a training company. But there was also a lot of challenges, and she had this insight that because one of the main challenges was for CEOs and founders to have the prerequisites that self-management needs, in other words, to be self-aware, to develop the ability to be more empowering, stepping back, um, that so often wasn't the case. That so many CEOs and founders would say, yeah, I can do that, I want to do that, I want to be more empowering, and I think I'm pretty good, but constantly found that they were actually a barrier often to organizations really transforming, um, either because they were an overestimator of their ability to be empowering, or because once the transformation happened, they realized, oh, this isn't so fun. I don't get to be the rescuer or the hero anymore. I think I'll go back to how it was. And so she had this insight: what if I buy companies? Because then I have all of the authority and I can give it all away. And I don't have to worry about if someone else is going to do that or not. Um, and so she had some success stories, some failures, and we write about those in the book because she learned, I think, that when you're buying a company, there are certain things to look out for and pay attention to that can make it extremely challenging to do this kind of transformation. For example, if employees are not passionate about the work they're doing, then it's really difficult, or if they're not skilled enough. Um, so, so I think I have another friend as well called Dunia Roberta, who I know is also really passionate about this idea of buying companies, because in theory, if you find the right company, um, you have much more say in giving all of the authority away. But you don't you can never really know what you're buying into, because there's so many things hiding in corners and stuff in the organization that you'll never see presented. You just have to start and see what's there in terms of the climate and the patterns and the history and the trauma and all of that stuff.